an amazing recovery. That's how family members and friends are describing a legendary powerboat racer rescued and revived after his boat overturned during the races at Riverfest. 82-year-old Jerry Rinker is resting comfortably tonight at CHRISTUS St. Elizabeth Hospital. These photos shared by his son and family showing the elder statesman of the F1 Powerboat circuit. His nickname, Scary Jerry. And he threw a scare into his family and fans watching the powerboat races during Riverfest.
Our divers in there hoping to get the 10 of Jerry Rinker out of there. That wad up for 2nd through 5th really created a lot of havoc. We're just waiting to see if the 10 of Jerry Rinker is going to make it out.
Jerry's boat, number 10, flipped over when it hit a wake at the end of the first race yesterday afternoon. Highly experienced rescue crews that travel with the F1 circuit jumped into action. One man on a jet ski, the other on a boat, racing to Jerry, who was underwater for what his son calls hot minute, lifting up the nose of his boat. One rescuer doing CPR all the way to shore. Jerry's son Chris and Dr. David Parkus talking with KFDM today at CHRISTUS St. Elizabeth Hospital. Chris telling us his dad is awake, talking and joking with nurses, calling his dad's recovery a true miracle.
It was hard to watch. I don't know what was going through my head other than I knew he was in trouble. It's been overwhelming, you know, the people in Port Neches and just, you know, this whole situation has been a lot. But there's been such a great outpouring of love for us and our family and our kids.
What EMS told me, he was underwater for 2 to 4 minutes, so he basically drowned. And when they got him out, he was pulseless. And they started CPR right away, and they got return of spontaneous circulation and brought him to me. And that, I mean, they saved his life. I just, you know, just kept it going. But they're the ones that needed all the credit. And yeah, he's a very tough guy.
4.5.
Chris says Jerry's in great hands, and he tells us his dad is just built differently. And today, Jerry is alert and talking, as you heard, after he survived that crash after yesterday's Port Neches Riverfest boat races. It can be a dangerous sport, but KFDM's Amon Abraham reports a specially trained dive team is credited with saving the driver's life.
Oh, look out there. We got to go over. The 10 of Jerry Rinker goes over.
The Tri-Hull Power Boat races on the Neches came to a stop. A driver has flipped his boat and he's now trapped underneath. A team races to his rescue, diving into the water.
So once they flipped the boat over, got the boat up, the emergency team was performing CPR right off the bat. So they were performing CPR from the turn all the way to the boat ramp, all the way into the ambulance. We know when he got in the ambulance that we had a pulse and he was breathing.
Our divers in there hoping to get the 10 of Jerry Rinker out of there.
The NASA-trained rescue team got Rinker out in time to save his life. 82-year-old boat racer has been coming to Port Neches Riverfest for years.
A very fit 80-year-old. They call his nickname is Scary Jerry. So he's, you know, he's the crowd favorite in this circuit. Everybody loves him, and so that's why it was such a devastating event.
The F1 racer stopped for hours to give the rescue team time to recover and to find out what happened to Rinker.
We're going to get a great overhead view from our drones.
Later in the day, the sport, known for its high speed on the water, powered up the boats for more races. And the community hopes to see Scary Jerry back on the water. In Beaumont, Amon Abraham, KFDM News.